of March 2015, almost 12 a.m. It's the night before my concert, my second term's concert. I was really excited to attend the concert, but as I woke up and got dressed, Mommy told me that war against Yemen has started, and tons of people are dying. All schools, factories, houses, all places were wrecked. And I was really sad that I'm just a child to be through this, to live this.
The Saudi government has repeatedly bombed schools, they've repeatedly bombed hospitals, they've repeatedly bombed mosques, they've repeatedly bombed marketplaces, they've bombed the main way that humanitarian aid gets into the region. They've gone after civilians ruthlessly, viciously, and obviously on purpose to anybody that has a set of eyes. They've displaced millions of people within their own country. They've killed over 7,000 people since the beginning of the bombing, over 50% of them civilians. And this is the best that you're going to get from the U.S. Why? They're our ally. They're our ally.
Unfortunately, Saudi Arabia is the #1 weapons purchaser of the United States. According to White House press release, it's been $97 billion worth of sales in the last 10 years. $97 billion, that's huge. So this to me is really about U.S. companies that, we've lost our manufacturing base in the United States, but we keep it with the weapons. And this is keeping the weapons manufacturers and the contractors with the Pentagon, keeping them in business.
Those folks are after Yemen, then you ought to leave the room right now because you're not very smart. Yemen, did you ever see the border? It never ends. It's a straight line, it never ends. And you know what's on the other side? Saudi Arabia, the oil. If you think they're stopping at Yemen, they're looking for the oil.
Between May and September, the U.S. sold $7.8 billion worth of weapons to the Saudis. In October, the U.S. government approved another $11.25 billion and signed another deal with the Saudis in November worth $1.29 billion.
Saudi Arabia promised to support the U.S. in oil sales and invest in U.S. bonds and securities. In exchange, the U.S. would politically and militarily support Saudi Arabia, while also using American companies to build up Saudi infrastructure.
Saudi Arabia is dry. This is where the oil is in Yemen, all up in here. So they're going to run a pipeline here, and Saudi's simply going to kill the Hutus, push them out of there, and steal their oil. This is what Saudi Arabia's oil deposit used to look like. This is what's left, maybe 5 years. The oil that sits under the Hutus will provide Saudi Arabia with another 25 years of life. So the U.S. government will pump it out here, and the U.S. corporation will make tons of money. The dollar will stay alive for another year. The IMF has convinced China not to print the world dollar because the U.S. is going to take all that oil from the Yemenis people as they kill the Houthis.
في الجزيرة العربية هناك حقل نفطي واعد في الربع الخالي سوف يلزم دول مجلس التعاون واليمن أن تتحد لحمايته وحماية مكتسباتها، وهذا الاتحاد سوف يكون على شاكلة أو يجب أن يكون على شاكلة الدستور الأمريكي الذي وحد أمريكا ومنحها الديمقراطية.
كشف رئيس مجلس إدارة شركة صافر أحمد محمد كليب عن وجود 4 مواقع استكشافية في محافظة الجوف، مشيرا إلى عدم التوصل بعد إلى نتائج للاستكشافات النفطية الجارية في الجوف. وقال كليب في لقاء مع الصحفيين والإعلاميين عقب تنظيم زيارة تعريفية لحقول النفط والغاز لشركة صافر في مارب، قال إن النتائج حول الاستكشافات غير نهائية حتى الآن، مشيرا إلى أن الجوف يعد جزءا من القطاع 18 الذي يقع أغلبه في محافظة مارب.
سوف يلزم دول مجلس التعاون واليمن أن تتحد لحمايته وحماية مكتسباتها.
If you think they're stopping at Yemen, they're looking for the oil.
Master arms him.
Cluster munitions are bombs or rockets that explode in the air and then disperse many smaller bombs over a wide area. Weapons used in these particular attacks were US-made M26 rockets, each of which contain 644 submunitions. And that means that any civilian in the impact area is likely to be injured or killed.
ماتوا 3 2 طفال وواحد كبير. أصلا لا ضربنا احنا رقادة واحنا اتجرحنا احنا اخوتي كامل. كسرت شلني لمي بس فرجني تغسلني تشلني شلال اخويا ذي كسرة مني وكذي وحرقني وثوب حرق ذاك الليلة وإيدي مني حرقان واشتغل مني العظام كلها تفسخن مني.
What are neutrons? Neutrons are high-speed nuclear particles that have an exceptional ability to penetrate other materials. Neutrons are the only one that can make objects radioactive. This process, called neutron activation, produces many of the radioactive sources that are used in medical, academic and industrial applications, including oil exploration. Because of their exceptional ability to penetrate other materials, neutrons can travel great distances in air and require very thick hydrogen-containing materials, such as concrete or water, to block them. What are the dangers of neutrons? The thermal pulse would cause third-degree burns to unprotected skin out to approximately 500 meters.
هو سيادة تهدم الكعبة حجرا حجرا على أن يهدر دم امرأ مسلم. يا سلمان الكلب